name's Nicole Baillargeon, and I'm the owner of Dry Goods Gallery, which is right here behind me. In 2018, my husband, my partner, and I bought this building. We're both architects, and we wanted to try our hands at a small-scale development project. So we bought the building. It was an old department store. These windows were all closed in. You could not see inside. There was no natural light inside. We opened them all up. We didn't know exactly what was going to be in here. But this window behind me, the gallery window, was kind of cut off from the rest of the space. It's not really accessible. It has the raised floor. And it just sort of asked to be a gallery space. Like it's a vitrine. It was meant for originally, it would have been a display window for the department store, the dry goods shop. And that's how the name came about too. And yeah, it basically just has to be that. It wasn't really like an analysis that we did or anything. It needed to be a gallery space. So in 2020, Chance Coffee moved in. COVID was in full swing. But we really wanted to activate the storefront and activate the street, start bringing life back to the street. When we did this, there was hardly anything else open on the street. We knew that it was really, really important to make sure that the windows activated and had something to look at and made a welcoming space. So we started putting art in it. And we shortly after had Art Windsor-Essex approach us with an idea about starting their emerging artist program and showing those artists in the window, having the installation in Dry Goods Gallery be part of that program. So that helped fill up the space for a few months of the year, and we've just been programming it through the rest of the time and building it up, and we're working on eventually setting it up as a nonprofit so that we can start to get grants and have more help with the programming and curation. It's super important to sort of prop up other small businesses and other local organizations and cross-pollinate, share ideas, and it just sort of helps more people find out about every business when we sort of cross paths like that and work together. Well, I grew up in Windsor, and I didn't even know what Ford City was. I had no previous experience with Ford City whatsoever. I knew of Drouillard Road, and it had a bit of a reputation for being a rougher area. Anyway, in 2008-07, I moved away from Windsor, and then I was away for around a decade. And did architecture school in Toronto, lived in Toronto, lived in a bigger city. And when my husband and I moved back to Windsor, we both grew up in the suburbs, but we moved back to Walkerville area, and one day we were just out for a walk and wandered over here and we're like, oh, this is Drouillard. Yeah. But we actually just kind of walked into the first ever Dropped on Drouillard festival.
What a day!
Which at the time was completely run by a community and the very small BIA. And it just had such a good vibe. It had people, the community was very proud of their neighborhood, and they had made this street with, like, at the time, almost nothing was open on the street, but it was so vibrant with people. And we also, being both architects and interested in urbanism, we just noticed that the scale of the street was perfect for walkability, and we recognized that it had so much potential to become a beautiful, vibrant commercial strip. And so when this building came up for sale, we figured it out.